Hi everyone, this is Dane, and I'm going to be doing a money and career reading for you. Now, I ask if this reading resonates with you. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. It helps me out tremendously, and it gets this channel seen by the YouTube algorithm. So thank you so very much for doing so. So let's see what the cards have to say. Angels and spirit guides, show them clearly. Guide this reading and show them clearly, angels. One more card. Can you see that? Okay, good. Angels and spirit guides. Okay. So what I really like here is that we have the Nine of Swords reverse. So we're releasing a worry, a doubt, a fear, something that has been keeping us up at night, something that has really been, it almost feels like we've been a hamster on a wheel, just running and running and running and never getting anywhere. So there's going to be this huge release of worry, of fear, of doubt during this time. We've been spending so much energy fighting, so much energy, you know, just it's almost like being combative. It's like we're defensive, right? And so we see everything that we need to be defensive against. And spirit is like the energy just isn't flowing. So when it comes to our career, we've been feeling like I have to defend, I have to defend. And now we're stepping back and saying, I have to let myself shine. I have to let myself step forward, move forward, and embrace my success and my prosperity. All right. I have to do this for me. Instead of looking at everybody else, I have to do this for me. And there's going to be a paradoxical shift here where we start to say, okay, yes, I'm not letting everybody walk all over me. That's absolutely true. But I get to step forward for my beauty and for my power and for myself. We're afraid to take a leap, and that is something just to be aware of during this time, that there is something that we want to kind of jump forward towards. We'll move forward slowly, but with a bit of apprehension, but our angels will be guiding us. But right now, we want to move really fast into something that's already set, but we are afraid to take the leap to where our soul is telling us to go. So just be mindful about this during this time. With the Four of Cups reversed, we are going to look in one direction. We're going to be like, oh, over there. That's where I'm supposed to be going. And Spirit's like, no, I need you to look over here. I need you to see XYZ. And that is going to be something that is very frustrating for us. We're going to be like, no, I need to do it just like this. And Spirit's like, no, break out of that bubble, break out of that way of thinking. So being mindful about this during this time is going to be very important for us as well. We are crowned by the King of Swords, air sign energy, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. If you are in air sign energy, if you have air sign energy in your chart, this is going to be very beneficial for you. This is going to be a time where it's like, okay, I'm setting myself free, but for everyone, because this is a general reading, right? For everyone, this is a time where we're embracing the power of our voice, our determination, our focus, our insight. We're clever, we're smart. We have a way of looking at things where it's like, oh, okay, I see this. Okay, I get this. We get in our own way during this time. Self-sabotage is going to be one of our biggest hurdles. So being aware of this and being, respectful of this is going to be an important thing for us. So we're going to be able during this time to see us moving forward, to see us embracing our voice. Our throat chakra is going to be very important during this time. So chanting, humming, activating the throat chakra will be a very beneficial thing. So let's see what Spirit has to say. Now, if you're interested in entering to receive a free reading, put a shamrock in the comment box below. A person will be chosen at random, and we're going to do it every Sunday starting the 10th. Okay. So every Sunday starting the 10th of March. So yeah. So put your shamrock in the comment box below. And yeah, the videos will be coming up. So let's see here. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. This is breathe. When we have the breath coming forward, the throat chakra coming forward with the King of Swords, breathing is going to be a very important thing. Now, yes, breathing is important to life, but slowing down and focusing on our breath when we get upset, just like we tell little kids, like, okay, let's breathe in, let's breathe out. Remembering that for ourselves is also going to be really important. Not being so reactionary during this time when it comes to money, when it comes to career, stepping back and breathing, slowing things down, that's going to be a very important thing. And also looking and saying, okay, what are the essentials? What do I need? And what do I want? So looking at that is also going to be very powerful. Now, I do know some of us are living, with just the essentials. It's like, okay, I'm living, paycheck to paycheck and looking at things and breathing. And it might even be looking during this time and saying, I know this is hard, but like, do I need to move? Do I need to look at XYZ? Where is it that I need to be? What do I need to be doing in order for me to be successful? And that is going to be very important. Now, I know a lot of us do not have the luxury of just picking up, moving, and saying, that's it, this is done. But there's going to be something here where it's like, now we have to get serious about what is the best for us. And that's going to be a very important thing. It's like, now I'm getting really serious about what is the best for me and how do I need to move forward. And you might be packing up a whole group of people, be like, it's better here, let's go forward. And that can be very empowering. It can also be very scary. So just being aware of this is going to be super important during this time. But breathing, slowing things down, looking at what is absolutely necessary, that's going to be big, because you're going to see yourself moving forward. And the King of Swords is also very logical energy. So just being aware of this, that we can be so logical that it can seem a bit callous at times too. So do be aware of that. The King of Swords is not reverse, so it's not very much that energy coming forward so much as we do have that tendency during this time. So let's look at our chakra energy. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly, angels. Here we have grounding. This is the Earth Star chakra located 6 inches below our feet. Now we can be looking at, where do we need to put down roots? I do know somebody is listening to this and they've been questioning whether to move or not. So looking at where you put down roots, what's important to you, how you move things forward, that's going to be a very big deal. And that's a very big deal for this time and for ourselves. So just being aware of this, just being aware and saying, okay, what do I need? What's important? How do I move forward? But also looking, how are we nourishing ourselves? How are we guiding ourselves to where it is that we need to be, to how it is we're soaking in the nutrients that take care of us? I always see with grounding, if we're an oak tree, we don't want to be planted in the desert. And if we're a cactus, we don't want to be planted in the middle of a forest. So just being aware, what do I need? How am I nourishing myself? And how am I connecting with my soul? That's going to be a big deal. It moves us then to our energy to be mindful of. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly, angels. Okay, so we have 2 coming forward. The Hermit and the Wheel of Fortune. So we need to turn inward. Now, this is also Virgo energy. So do be mindful of Virgo energy during this time. If we are a Virgo, we can have a tendency to get in our own way. But there is a sense here, instead of turning inward, we want to go outward. We want to find the answer to our problem externally instead of internally, and looking at things and sitting with our own energy and ourselves. That is going to be a very important thing. It can also be a very uncomfortable thing to do during this time. So be mindful about this. But the Wheel of Fortune, things are changing. We're entering into a new season. We can feel that coming, but we can be uncomfortable with the change and how it's progressing, or how we see ourselves moving forward, or even the questioning of, how do I get to be where I need to be? So being mindful about this, knowing that we need to turn inward, but we want to go outward. We're going to be drawn to going outward and finding the answers externally. They're going to come internally. And I know that sounds like, yeah, of course I know what I need to do, but your soul is going to be talking to you. And we're looking at things, and we have such a set way with the 4 of cups here, reverse. We have such a set way of, I need to see it like this. It needs to be like this. I'm trying to fit it into, the square peg into this round hole, and it's not working, and I don't know why. And I'm totally frustrated. Spirit is going to take you and pull you in a different direction, like quite literally, like throw something. It's kind of like, what I'm seeing is when a cat, walks across the table and knocks everything on the floor, and you're like, are you kidding me? I just set that all up. That's the energy that I'm seeing here. Like, spirit is kind of like that cat that can't be told what to do, and it's just going to move things along the way that they see, or cause a little bit of chaos because they want to. And it's going to move you to this place where you start to say, why have I been spending all that time fighting, all that time defending? When we're in the wrong place, and it's battle after battle after battle, and we're like, I don't understand what's going on here. And spirit's like, I don't understand why you haven't left yet. So here, that is going to be very important. And it doesn't mean that we have to leave a company or our job, because job security is important, but it's leaving, caring what certain people think about, or getting involved in other people's petty problems. And it's like, no, I need to stand in my energy and in myself. And that is super, super important, because somebody else's energy is trying to take you down. And that person is is a chaotic fighter. They are a chaotic fighter who brings chaos forward. And it brings us to the Fool. During this time, we are afraid to take that leap of faith and follow our rainbow, follow what it is that we desire. The Fool is reverse. We are worried about looking foolish. We're worried about what everybody else thinks about us. And this is going to be a time where Spirit says, what do you think about you? Where is it that you need to be? What call to the soul is coming forward? You're also going to start to reconnect with certain dreams that you have, like certain, desires that you have had since you were young, or since you had started planning out your life when you were small. And these are like the dreams of your soul, dreams of your heart coming forward. When it comes to money and career during this time, you're powerful. Okay. The King of Swords crowns everything. The King of Swords is nobody's fool. The King of Swords knows his voice, knows what he desires, and knows what he wants. He looks towards the past and he looks at the future with like with knowledge and understanding, but not with the sense of this is going to take over. He sees himself and he moves forward. And this is going to be a time where we see our minds, we see what we desire, and we move forward with confidence of voice. All of a sudden, we start to pay attention to everything that we've been through. And it's like, wow, I can change this world. Like, I can move this forward. And it doesn't mean that we're all going to be, multi-billionaires or millionaires. What it means is that we're going to look at ourselves and say, I can do this. And even if it's changing the world just for our immediate family, or even if it's changing the world for the people that we're kind to when they come into our sphere of being, we always think it has to be bigger. Bigger is better. And bigger is fine, but it's not necessarily better. So looking here and knowing that our voice, our mind, and our power of voice is going to be just important during this time. It's like our way of looking at a problem, our way of looking at a situation, our way of cutting through the nonsense and moving us forward. That's going to be the game changer here. We're going to want to move forward super fast and towards something that isn't really us, but we're going to be like, oh, but it has to be that way, right? That way is successful. But Spirit is saying, look at everything that you've gathered. Look at all that you know. And it's time to start to trust what you know and move forward. Your angels are guiding you. This is going to be a time where it will be so easy to lose sight of your goals or to fall into somebody else's dream. But it's not yours. And it's not where you want to be. But you're going to think, oh, well, that makes sense. As you release the worry and the fear, as you stop looking at yourself as a failure, okay, you are going to see yourself saying, but why not? Why not believe in me? Why not open up this door? Why not see myself? It doesn't mean you start your own business. It doesn't mean you go live in, the outer reaches of wherever. What it means is that you start to see your worth, you start to see yourself, and you start to see your passion guiding you forward. And you let that passion be a part of your day-to-day life because it makes you more successful in your career. Career during this time has been a battle after a battle after a battle. Now, as you take a leap towards your dreams and what you deeply desire, you're going to start to see yourself connecting with your angels again, connecting with Spirit, and doors are starting to open to you. And you're like, I can do this. The mist is starting to part, and you can start to see your dream, your Avalon, your desires. And Spirit is going to throw you curveballs. Spirit is going to take you off your beaten path during this time and say, you know your voice. Remember this and be empowered by it. The worry and the fear, it's stopping. Also, people here, they see you. If you see right down here, like this beautiful woman in this robe on the horse, that's how people see you. People see you as somebody who has it all together, somebody who gets it. They don't see the worry at night. They don't see the fear. So you're thinking, why doesn't anybody understand? Or why isn't anybody compassionate? Because they don't see it. They're like, oh, you've got this. So just knowing during this time that as you release the fear, as you say, okay, I need to move forward in the power of my life and myself, and I'm not being ruled by fear anymore, you're going to also start to see that you start to see that queen. You start to see that person on horseback, riding forward, knowing your mind and knowing what you desire. Our subconscious spirit message is prosperity. It is time to live in prosperity and in abundance, and it's time to see your worth. Our subconscious chakra message is the crown chakra. Meditate. We're not going to want to. We don't want to turn inward. That's why we've gotten the Hermit reversed as our card to be mindful of, as well as the Wheel of Fortune. We don't want to turn inward, but it's going to be important. Slow it down, turn inward, meditate. It's going to be the first thing we throw away, and yet it's going to be one of the most important things for us because it focuses us and it moves us forward towards success. Our subconscious energy to be mindful of. Now, this is Freyot. This is Sagittarius energy. So if you are a Sagittarius, be mindful of getting in your own way. If you have Sagittarius in your chart, be mindful of that as well, that part of our personality coming up, getting in our way. But it's being out of balance. It's looking at things, and it's being pulled in too many different directions. It's not seeing the truth of yourself and what you want and what you desire. And it's letting other people's wants, desires, stories rule you. And you're done with it. You really are done with it during this time. When it comes to your career, when it comes to your money, you are stepping into your power. And it's like, you know what? Forget everybody else. It moves us then to our subconscious tarot message, and it is the Chariot. The Chariot is Cancer energy. You're taking the reins. You're moving things forward. You're saying what it is that you want. If you are Cancer, or if you have Cancer in your chart, this energy serves you very, very well. You are determined, you are focused, and you are moving forward in a fierceness and in a power that it can overwhelm you. But your emotions are very driven. You're looking at things, you're feeling things, and you're feeling the world. So subconsciously, you're feeling everything. And you might think, no, only logic. No, use the emotion, use the heart and the logic combined. And that will make you almost unstoppable. And that will be absolutely profound and beautiful. All right. All right. I hope this reading has resonated with you. I wish you nothing but light, love, peace, and happiness. May harmony always be with you. I am sending loving, healing energy to each and every one of you. I love you all and stay safe. Let's end this reading with a meditation, a clearing away of negative energy, a raising of our positive energy as we embrace the power, intensity, and beauty of this time and of ourselves. Now, please note that this meditation and healing will be accompanied by a loud sound. So take a nice deep breath in, exhaling whenever it feels comfortable for you. May you move forward in peace and in harmony. May blessings and prosperity always be with you. I love you all. God bless. Bye.